Hey everybody, it is April 27th. Of course, it's 2024. And it's probably almost 2 o'clock. I'm just making this short video because, like every other day, today is exactly the same. There's no. If you take a look, if you are able to take a look at like pictures or things that you've written down or anything like that, from 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, then there is one pattern, and that's that everything that has been said to you is a lie. There can be something going on in your life, like you could be having like trouble, like just for the sake of of telling this story. Okay, you could have gotten a speeding ticket. Okay, and and you plan on going to court and paying for it, whatever. But until you get to that court and pay for that ticket, these people are going to harass you and tell you all kinds of horrible things, like you're going to be thrown in jail, or they're just trying to get you there for something else, and that they're going to put you in jail, and you're going to and it's just like they will take the smallest things. And that doesn't bother me. What bothers me are the big things. My children are very, very, very important to me, and I am harassed every single day. Ever since I was in custody, and they told me that they were passing around a petition to have my child taken from me. And whatever they could do, and you guys don't know my history or anything like that, but there was no way I was going to let that happen. It is not natural for a mother to be without her children. And anybody that has to use that as a threat or some kind of technique to get you to be paranoid, it's wrong. And I promise you, the whole time that they were doing that to me, I was out of my mind. I was so worried that that my son was not going to be where he's supposed to be, And the thing is he is exactly where he was supposed to be, but I knew that I had to take measures. So, because at this point, I thought that I had a mental illness issue. I didn't know I had a brain injury. So, as soon as I could, I went and got some inpatient mental health help, and come to find out, I didn't fit any diagnosis. They just told me to take my medication. And then when I find out, 6 months later, that I actually have a temporal lobe brain injury. and and that I have aphasia and cataplexy. There's like all these things that go with it. Like, I can't remember faces, like new faces. If I were to see you again later on, I I wouldn't remember you. Short-term memory loss. I mean, my muscles and my legs hurt, and so I try to move them more because that's what I did a long time ago, when I ran. But anyway, just take a look at your life from any point back, even if it's 20 years, if it's 10 years, if it's 2 years, you got through it. You got through the other side because you walked through the fire. And then you paid that ticket, or that hopefully they dropped it, and that was the end of that. So that's the end of that for them. But while that's happening, they're going to try to come up with another story. Like, oh, you think it's over, but it's not. And I mean, like, they literally are the dumbest. I don't even know what they are. Just, it's like listening to a child make a story up, except, I love my children. I'll sit all day and listen to whatever story they make up, because I love them. But these people are just trying to fuck around and try to, make you feel bad. And I'm stopping that. I'm not doing it anymore. If my son comes over here, they're trying to tell me that people are involved in this, and my husband's not coming. That has stayed. The threat is my husband's not coming home to me. He's not. They're trying to tell me he's not really my husband. And when he works or something, like he's supposed to be cheating on me all the time or something like that. But the funny thing is like nothing with anything they have ever tried to threaten me with has actually happened. And trust me, I'm not watching my husband, like a babysitter 24 hours a day, because he's a grown man. And if he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, it'll come out. But you know what? Dead ass, it is none of their business. My relationship is nobody else's business. But anyway, I'm just so tired of this whole... I mean, we can be tired, but, the fact is, we put in 15, 16 hours a day of putting up with this shit. We don't clock in and out. We don't get a paycheck at the end of the week. We just fucking do it. And, these assholes are trying to tell you how no good and lazy or, old and ugly and fat or whatever they're trying to tell you to make you feel bad about yourself. But you know what? The thing is, we are the ones putting in the time and the effort. Because all they fucking have to do is just talk bullshit their whole shift. And for some reason, I'm banking on the DOJ or the DOD, something like that. Because you know how there are people that think that they have the right to judge other people by, whatever's in their past, or if they don't like them, or God forbid they don't like your sweater that day, or it's just it makes no sense. And the last thing that you do, a sane person would never, ever, ever threaten to make the situation possible where you wouldn't be around your child. You have to be suicidal to do that. And I promise you, you, like I said, you guys don't know my past, and I'm not going to get into it, but my kids are everything to me. And if the next time that somebody, thinks that they have the authority, to be like, oh, well, you don't get to see your kid anymore, or you can't see them but once a week or once every 2 weeks or something, and that's not gonna cut it. I have spent my life grieving myself to death, and I'll be damned if I let any of these people say shit to me where they think that they've gotten me shook, because I'm not. And I promise you, if one of these motherfuckers comes to the door and they're like, hey, they said something about we're going to trial. I don't understand. I mean, like, I literally do not understand. What are you talking about? I have zero court cases going on. So, I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I love you guys, and I will talk at you later.